a couple of things to mention about any loop is that you have a couple other commands that I have not mentioned yet. Let me get to here. We have some control statements that we can use. We can use the term break to break out of any loop at any point. We could also use the word continue, which can cause us to actually skip what we're doing with that phrase and or that piece of code and then go to the next one. So you're just maybe ignoring that current part in your loop and then going to the next iteration. So if I wanted to actually try to do that, so let's say I am printing, and we'll use that number again. So I do int number equals 0 because it has to start outside of the loop. And then I could say if number is equal to, notice I use 2 equals, is equal to 3, then I want to continue. Okay, and if not, then I'm going to print this, and let's add how many times. No, actually, let's just do this. I'll print number. And here is where I could say, hey, it's number less than or equal to 10. So I want it to start at 0, and I want it to go all the way up to 10. And I want it to print. But in this case, I am going to skip number. And let's say, else if I want it, if number is equal to 9, I actually want it to break out. So let's go ahead and run that. See what it does. Oh, this is a dual while loop. I could do the same thing with the while loop. I've made a mistake again. Here is my value. It's at 0. Nowhere am I incrementing up. So while I'm in that loop, let's increment it up. And I could increment it up however I want. So it went 0, 1, 2, and then it stopped. It stopped here. It skipped this one, which in effect, it actually broke out of the loop because I no longer can increment up. So I'm stuck in this loop, but I can't ever get out because I can never have the number equal to 10 or equaling to 9. So I should probably then change where I'm incrementing that number up. So let's increment here. We'll also increment here. We could just keep playing around with this. So I still incremented up when I was at 3, but I did not print out. So that means that I pretty much, at this point, and all the rest of the code for that loop, to finish off that loop, I just ignored and went up to the next value. That's why it did not print out, and it didn't increment up an additional time. But once I get to 9, I actually break out of the code, so this statement doesn't end up running. So those are 2 ways that you can use this. You can use this for loops and for switches. Any loop, any switch. Okay?